Hey, my loves, welcome back to Raw Honey, the space where softness gets sacred, boundaries become beautiful, and you remember that you don't need to beg to be loved. I'm your host, Luna, and let's just start by talking a little bit about last episode. Stop trying to be digestible to the gluten intolerant. And in last episode, we talk a lot about being ourselves, but I give you guys a question that it was for you guys to kind of see and decide who from your family, friends, workers, whoever you consider close enough to you, was that type of person that is not your vibe, but you feel so much love from that person. You feel you have so many differences, but that's what makes you and that person so close and so beautiful. Have you guys thought about it? I did, and it was one of my closest friends. It's technically one of my best friends. We were into different things. I think now we have more stuff in common, but at the beginning, very different things, very different vibe. But I feel we complement each other. Like, we can't stay in the same. We need the differences because that's what makes us such a good friends. It's like a puzzle that comes together. So yeah, I hope you guys can leave in the comments and send me a message on Instagram and let me know who's a person for you. I would love to hear you guys. And now, we're gonna talk about today's episode 3, which is called Now My Parents Believe. So it all started with the last new moon in Cancer. I realized it was hitting me somewhere that I haven't even tried to heal yet. My beliefs. Not just the surface stuff, but the deep ones. The ones that I didn't even know were mine. I started noticing how maybe a lot of them weren't born from my own truth. They come from my mother's side. Her fears, her survival mode, her idea that what was safe or right. And as much as I love her, I had to ask, how much of me is really me? And how much it was her still living inside of me? And that realization opened my eyes to a whole different world. Because the walls, the ceilings, the limits that I thought were mine, they were never mine to begin with. I just carried them, believed them, lived inside them, until now. Let's start with the honey drop. I want you to ask yourself something that's real now for you. What beliefs do I carry that don't actually come from me? What beliefs were handed to me by my parents, my grandparents, the adults around me when I was too young to question? And what beliefs I have actually chosen consciously, intentionally from my own lived experience? You see, from the time we are born to around age 7, our brain is mostly in a state that for some people the state is similar to the hypnosis. What we observe during childhood, it sinks into the subconscious without filters. It's called theta wave state. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. It becomes our operation system. So if your mom was always stressed about money, even if you had enough, your body probably feels safer when you're hoarding and saving and denying yourself. If your dad told you a good employee is one who gives 110%, now you overwork and call it discipline. But deep down is fear of not being enough. If your grandmother believed that being polite means being silent, you might still shrink your voice in rooms that needed to hear it. These are belief systems. They are like invisible cages we used to call, or we still call, normal. But you weren't born to live in someone else's fear. You were born to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. So here's your invitation. Sit with yourself, meditate, reflect, not to fix yourself, but to see. What are you living by rules that aren't yours? What are you still playing roles you didn't audition for? What are you living small or just to feel safe? Because awareness is the first spell. And once you see it, you can choose differently. You can love your family and still break those cycles. You can be grateful without living inside guilt. You can be soft without being silent. And most of all, you can finally be you. Unscripted, untrained. And now, our next section, Moon Tea. The thing is, a lot of these beliefs we inherit weren't bad or wrong. In fact, they probably made sense at the time. They were survival codes, emotional shields, family values passed down to keep us safe. But the truth is, times has changed, and so have we. What worked in 1990 or even 10 years ago might not work now. And holding on to the outdated beliefs is like trying to run new software on an old system. It freezes, it glitches, it keeps us stuck. Those very old belief systems can become so tight they start to feel like an armor that doesn't fit anymore. You walk around feeling like a stranger in your own life, asking yourself why nothing feels real anymore. I mean, maybe you were taught that a job is a blessing, and yes, that's true. But that doesn't mean you let your boss speak at you like you're disposable. You can set boundaries and still be grateful. Maybe you were taught that saving money is security, and yes, it is. But only saving without allowing yourself to enjoy what you have worked for, that's not security. That's fear dressed as responsibility. The truth is, you can be intentional, abundant, and free at the same time. You can save with purpose and spend with joy. You can say no with love and yes with clarity. You can release beliefs with compassion, no rebellion. Letting go of the old programming doesn't mean fighting the people who gave it to you. It means noticing, choosing softly, and also shifting the mindset you were programming to. Start with one belief. Ask yourself, does this still feel true for me? And if the answer is no, then breathe. Give yourself permission to choose again, because who you are becoming, the self beliefs are actually support her growth. No one's to keep her playing small in someone else's shadows. And that's it for today. Remember that outgrowing our beliefs is like trying to squeeze into your favorite outfit from middle school. Maybe it once fit, but now it's kinda itchy, outdated, and not giving what it used to. Just like your style evolved, your mindset, it should evolve too. Growth isn't always loud. It's sometimes just quietly realizing, wait, Why am I still doing this thing that doesn't even work for me anymore? Your brain, it's got its own playlist on repeat, but guess what? You can hit next. You can shuffle, you can make a whole new vibe. So yeah, it's cool to look back, but don't leave there. It's giving dusty attic chick when you could be runaway ready. And if your inner voice starts whining, but we're always done it this way, just smile and say, thanks for the input, but I'm too busy becoming a better version of me. Alright? So, right now let's slow it down for the end, and I just want to give you a quick and easy breathing exercise. You don't have to do it, but I think it helps me kind of reset myself when I'm feeling too overwhelmed or anxious. So for now, let's just pause for a moment, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, soften your belly. Now, follow this pattern. Inhale for 4. Hold the breath for 4. And exhale slowly through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat this 2 or 3 more times and feel your body learn. Your breath is your anchor. You don't have to fix everything right now. You are safe. You are growing one breath at a time. And to finalize, I want to give you guys some journal prompts that might help you identify those beliefs. Question 1. What is something I believe that no longer feels true? Question 2. Where did I learn that rule? And do I even agree with that now? Question number 3. What story about myself feels outdated or limiting? And final question number 4. If I could rewrite one belief today, why would I change it to? Alright, darlings, that's it for today's episode. I hope we can find together those beliefs are not serving us anymore. Bye!